Right, so since the first video was kind of successful as a form of communication, I decided to make another one, and I'll try to make it I'll try to make it shorter than the previous one. I also have to kind of go, I should have done it a while ago, but I'm just being very lazy today, very tired, and the heat is not helping, and obviously I feel horrible because I have so much to do and things are moving on very slowly, so that sucks. But you asked me something about acting, and it got me thinking, you know, where do I stand with that? And it's kind of a delicate subject for me altogether with dancing, because um, you know, both of these things, they a little bit like a cult, they keep popping up in my life. Like for example, someone telling me, oh, you know, you should be an actress, or you should dance, or oh, you move like a dancer, without really you know, just things that always kind of always upsets me a bit, because it's, you know, people don't realize how much it means to me and how much it did mean to me. And you know, I was when I was younger, I think I told you that already, I'm not sure, you know, I might be repeating myself, but never mind, you know. Just kind of sometimes I have to, I guess. It's my whole life is in spiral, you know, it's revisiting the same subjects over and over until it makes sense, and same like occult kept popping up, and until I had to just pick it up and say, okay, fine, what are we doing with this, because it's too annoying, too persistent, so let's have a closer look. So with you know, I always had this kind of drive be to use myself as a form of expression. I wanted people to see me and watch me, and but I was shy, you know. I wasn't that kid who everybody thought, oh, you're gonna be an actress, or because I was shy, you know. I loved attention, but yeah, I guess I wasn't managing it very well, and you know, I could pick up details and subtle things from people, and I was quite sensitive to that, but nothing more than this, you know. A couple of attempts to be on the stage ended up as a catastrophe, because I was eaten by stage fright. Again, it's coming up, stage fright. But yeah, so I kind of haven't thought about it for a while, and then when I was older and I was trying different things and different artistic activities, it kind of came back for a while. Then I started dancing, and I started quite late, as you know, my parents would always say that anything is late anyway, so you know, like, oh, you're 8, that's too late to start dancing, or that's too late to start piano. You know, if you want to be successful, you have to start when you're free. And absolutely, if you want to be really good, you have to do this and nothing else for the rest of your life. And this is kind of a scary perspective for a kid, right? So I wasn't doing anything, and obviously whenever I would pick up and let go of, then my parents would remind me that how much they sacrificed for me to be able to do that, and now I just drop it. Like, yeah, because that's what kids do. They don't know what to do with their life yet, right? So no pressure, Alex. So I was really stressed and kind of tense and paralyzed with this perspective, right? So I was afraid of starting different things and dropping them, and yeah, so, and I was very influenced by other people and by you know, different impressions. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to people to pay attention to me, to admire me, to love me, etc., etc. So whatever would give me that, whatever I thought I had better chance to use to achieve that, you know, I would use this. And I never went to acting school. I never done any super intense classes. I was just kind of from one course to another. I was kind of very excited about something, then dropping it for different reasons. I don't know, self-sabotage kind of all the way. Or I would meet someone, admire them, and do what they want to do, you know, kind of follow what they're doing, and then meet someone else and they would become my role model or something like that. So I started with ballroom dance, funny enough, and with the film Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino, and I wanted to dance tango, so I thought that was amazing there, and then a couple of other films, you know, so I started with that. Then I couldn't find a partner because I was too dominant and nobody wanted to dance with me, although I was good technically, but they didn't, you know, I was too much of a I was hard work, so and I don't know why else. There's always a scarcity of guys anyway on ballroom classes. So I was doing that for a while, and then somebody told me, "Oh, why don't you try?" Oh my god, I want to try to make long story short. Why don't you try contemporary dance? So I went to do workshops with contemporary dancers, and that was awesome. And then I discovered modern jazz, and that was even better. So then I attended a couple of workshops in Poland, and I met this one guy who really I really admired him. I really kind of was drawn to his energy, and that was Thierry Verger, which I think I showed you maybe his dance, or if not, I'll show you later. And he had this very animal, primal energy about him. He was just wild. He was just like directly from some, you know, from some taken out of nature, and he was projecting all this, and even to, you know, to the point that he was using like animal movements, but yeah, he was just wild and eccentric, and he was making weird sounds, and everything about him